Hey guys, how are you doing? Okay, so I had some ideas of what I was gonna do for my next video, and I got a question from one of you guys. Hi, Sarah. About what did I ask for with my new hairdresser. So I was actually thinking about doing a video along that lines. I know it can be really intimidating going to a new hairdresser. So I decided to do that first so she would get her questions answered. Um, so kind of what I asked for. Now the main thing is communication. Have a talk with your hairdresser before she even picks up scissors or takes you over to the wash bowl or whatever. Just have a talk. That's the biggest thing. And that's what I did with this new lady. I kind of told her a little bit about my last hairdresser and kind of what she did and what I didn't really like, and about how she cut it and about what I didn't like about my hair the way it was, and kind of my hair texture, my hair type, what it typically does, and what my goals were. So, everybody's gonna differ there. What I specifically told her was, the main thing was, I'm growing my hair out. I do not want anything off the length except for the very, very tips to get all the dead split ends, anything like that off, which you have to do so the split ends won't keep growing up your hair, and then you just go absolutely nowhere with growing it out. So anyway, so that's the main thing I told her. Is I was blunt and I said I do not want any length off the bottom except for the very, very tips, and she didn't do anything above that, and I was so excited because I didn't want to lose any length. Okay, and so then what the next thing I told her was is I have really thick hair and it is a must to get it thinned out somehow, and I usually had got it razored to get it thinned out, but I was trying to stay away from that so I would prevent split ends also. Growing my hair out. So what she did was actually use the thinning shears, which are like two scissors that have comb type things on the end that actually just, you take the hair and she cuts it through the middle, and it basically just takes the bulk out of your hair, because I hate when my hair gets so thick that it's so blunt and like I stuck a bowl on my head and cut it. I told her I needed movement. And being I have thick hair, I needed it thinned out so it didn't get weighed down. And I told her that I like a lot of movement up here because I use like a teasing brush just slightly, just to get a little oomph right there so it'll stay up, and to really focus thinning out and keeping movement up there, so that just helps so it doesn't, lay flat during the day. And I also told her that I didn't like it blunt at the ends either, so they can take the scissors and kind of, do almost a jagged upward motions. Different hairdressers have different ways of doing it. So just tell them what you're looking for and kind of ask how they plan on doing it, and make sure you're comfortable with doing that. The other thing is, with this new hairdresser, which I really, really liked, is she dry cut my hair first. So I went in there with third day hair, straight, I had flat ironed it so she could see exactly where everything was, and she cut everything dry first. With my old hairdresser, she always washed it and shampooed it, cut it wet, and then said, okay, well, I have wet hair, which is naturally curly. How's it look? Well, can't really tell until it's like straightened and flat ironed and everything. So that was another downfall of my old hairdresser, and not really always getting what I wanted was, I think, with my hair type, dry cutting and then washing it and then styling it, and then seeing where everything is, where the layers are at the end, because at the end, after they've fixed it the way you normally would style it, you can really tell at that time, okay, it's still a little too thick, which that's what I ended up saying. I think I asked her to thin out just a little bit more after she had styled and washed it after the original haircut, just because I know my hair and it grows and gets thick really quickly, and that's when I really start needing to go back for a trim, and that way I can put it off for a little bit longer to help with it growing out. So I really recommend that if to maybe talk with your hairdresser about dry cutting it first, washing it to get all the loose hair out, and having them style it similar to how you would, so you can take a look and see if there's anything that you don't like, whether it be the length, maybe it's not short enough in the back, or if you have my length of hair, I tend to get the back growing out longer, so you have to really work with that, and you just ask your hairdresser to take a look to see and suggest, especially with the back where you can't see, which my hairdresser did, and I was very thankful, what she recommended, because she could tell that in the back it was kind of thinned out, but the sides right here towards the back and were really bulky. So she basically didn't touch the middle and just kind of thinned out the back on the sides here, except for and not really in the middle where it kind of had a weird ledge, and where I have a natural curl anyway, that it always sticks out funny. And by her doing that, it just lays a lot better now, and I really like it. And it's kind of curled under a little bit right now, but it's really helpful to have them kind of go in while it's dry and kind of do a little tiny texture just so it doesn't look so blunt, and it just, the movement with thick hair helps a lot. And the viewer that asked me the question wanted to know about shampooing and having them straight iron your hair. I really do recommend that, especially if you have curly or wavy hair and you wear it straight like I do most of the time. Then you can really see before you leave if there's any final touches that you want them to change. So I think that about covered it. If you guys have any other more specific questions, let me know. But I think that should be pretty helpful for you guys. So I'm glad you asked me that question, Sarah, and gave me some inspiration for my next video. The next one I think I'm going to try to do is some Holy Grail beauty and hair products. I mean, these are products that I don't even care to look for an alternate. Some of them are a little bit, might be a little bit on the pricey, but they work so well that I work it into my budget. That's just the way it is. So I will see you guys soon, and hopefully this was helpful. Also, good luck for any of you guys out there that are going to go get your hair cut. Bye.